Hi, this is Cameron back again with the Vinyl Finds video. This is number 60. So I've been away for 2 months, and I guess I should explain what's happened. So basically I've been up to holding a number of garage sales. I've had 4 of them so far, in which I've sold albums that I've picked up in other collections. It's been going really well so far, meeting lots of collectors, not really making any money yet. The money I've made I've sort of reinvested into new collections, got big inventory, a couple thousand LPs, about 10 or 12,000 CDs. I'm thinking of setting up at a flea market come October 1st or maybe even September 1st, so I'm exploring that possibility. But that's really kept me away from listening to music, so that's sort of a shame that when you're busy with the buy and sell, you lose time for listening to albums. But anyways, I'm here to show some of the other albums that I got from the first collection I picked up. So these are the few that I kept for myself rather than for resale. I know that these would have been sort of really attractive ones for customers, but I wanted to get a few albums for myself before I tried selling off the rest to other people. So let's take a look. First of all, there's the Neville Brothers, Find You on the Bayou, which is from 1981. Now the Neville Brothers are from Louisiana, and they have a soulful sound to them, whether you listen to them as solo artists or together as a family band, the Neville Brothers. Next up, artists that I've seen at our Folk Fest, like I've seen so many others, because I've been fortunate enough to go to a really wonderful Winnipeg Folk Festival where there's always about 100 new artists, mostly new, sometimes veterans, and Randy Newman is one of the ones that I saw a few years ago when he came up to our festival. So this is the first of a few albums I got in this collection. This is Randy Newman's Sail Away. Then another album by Randy Newman. This one's called 12 Songs. And I guess the famous one is Have You Seen My Baby? As well as, yeah, I guess that's the most famous of the songs on this album. Then there's a third album by Randy Newman. It's called Little Criminals. Next up, Harry Nilsson. So there was a few Harry Nilsson albums. This one's called Sandman. And it's from let me just take a look. No, I didn't do my proper research and I don't see a year. So I apologize. This is called Sandman. Then, of course, Nilsson Schmilsson, which is one of his better albums with Gotta Get Up. That's the real hit song on this. Then Odetta, who I saw also at our Folk Fest maybe 30 years ago, singing House of the Rising Sun. Here she's singing, it's called Sings the Ballads for Americans. And does it have House of the Rising Sun? No, it has This Land. Yeah, and On Top of Old Smoky. So those are the 2 songs that I recognize. Great British Folk Rock, Pentangle, Cruel Sister. Other folk-oriented rock, Jerry Rafferty, Can I Have My Money Back? And this is after Humble Bums and Steeler's Wheel, when he went solo. This is an album that was a bigger hit, Night Owl by Jerry Rafferty. And then Snakes and Ladders. So I had some of these albums before, but in poorer condition. I was glad to get them in better condition from the collection I purchased. Next up, Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams. Always wanted to see Linda Ronstadt. I like her music starting from the Stone Ponies upwards, so from the late 60s onwards. I also enjoy her album of Spanish language songs. I think it's called Songs My Father Sang, or something along that lines. Linda Ronstadt, Get Closer. Linda Ronstadt and the Nelson Riddle Orchestra, What's New? Another artist I've seen live and really enjoyed her her convictions, her political perspective. She's definitely champions the underdog and really speaks out on behalf of Indigenous peoples from around the world, especially First Nations people from Canada. So Buffy St. Marie, Little Wheel, Spin and Spin. Nina Simone at the Village Gate. So again, another artist who was very outspoken about her political views. Always in favor of the underdog, always in favor of the people that are the cast-offs in society. So Nina Simone. Rod Stewart, Sing It Again, Rod. So I believe this is I'm almost certain that this is a greatest hits. It's got Gasoline Alley, it's got Street Fighting Man, it's got Maggie May, so a lot of the big hits, all the best stuff of Rod Stewart. Next up, Rod Stewart, Atlantic Crossing. So some good solid albums in this collection I picked up. Nothing rare or obscure, but good solid albums. Rod Stewart and Night on the Town. Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free with Hot Legs. Supertramp, Breakfast in America. Upgrade copy for me. Supertramp, Famous Last Words. Another great Canadian folk band called String Band, Canadian Sunset. They were best known for their song Show Us the Length, and you can imagine what that's about. It's I saw them perform it live a couple times. It's trying to reverse the sexual stereotypes that are part of beauty pageants. So they made it into a comedic song. I recommend any album by string band. So that's different than Incredible String Band. Pete Townsend, All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes. Trooper, a Canadian band. Hot Shots, Boys in the Bright White Sports Car. Still played on our classic radio here in Winnipeg, Canada. Trooper, what's this album called? Can't see. It's got Don't Feel Like Dancing on it. Soundtrack to Deliverance called Dueling Banjos with Eric Weisberg and Steve Mandel. So country and bluegrass music. Mason Williams phonograph record. Mason Williams Improved. Mason Improved. Didn't have these before, so I kept them. Mason Williams Irish Fish, or Fresh Fish, I should say, not Irish. Wings Greatest Hits. I'll be seeing Paul McCartney when he comes to Winnipeg, September 28th. Fortunately, tickets for $150. So I almost said no, but I decided to get it, and I got a ticket for my older son as well. So he's traveling Europe right now. When he gets back, that'll be the big present that we'll go to Paul McCartney together. Steve Winwood, Arc of a Diver. Love Steve Winwood's soulful voice. Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. The full package with the 45. And then finally, Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. So Neil Young grew up in my town, just really a couple blocks away from my home. Hung out at and played music at our local community club, Earl Grey. Went to Calvin, where my son went to school. Went to Earl Grey School. So that's it. I want to thank Frank Landry for coming out to my garage sale, the second latest one, and he made a video, which I was really surprised that he did that, and I was very honored. So as I said, I'm going to continue on with some garage sales. The challenge, of course, is always getting new stock, so you always keep things exciting for customers, and at the same time trying to make a little bit of money for my time. And as I said, it's in the video that Frank made, I'm trying, with Channel 33 RPM, I'm trying to get some money together for supporting my son's university education, and at the same time trying to raise some money for my bargain bin to pay for an aqueduct to bring drinking water to a small community in the Dominican Republic, where my wife's from. It's called El Rosalito in the province of San Jose de Ocoa, Dominican Republic, through Hope International Development Agency. So we've got, what do we have so far? Almost $60, so it's a small start. Hopefully I can reach as much as about $500. That's my dream, to be able to donate that kind of money for the aqueduct project. And I thank Hope International for allowing me to do this little project on their behalf, or not the project, but to raise some money for this project in the Dominican through them. And it goes, the local administrations by the Association for the Development of San Jose de Ocoa, ADESO, who I worked for 5 years, 1997 to 2002. So that was the start of my career in international development. So thanks again. I'll show you some of my other new albums in the next video. I've been slow after concentrating so much on garage sales that I haven't been buying very much or listening as much. but of course, my love of music continues, and I want to share that with you. So thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it, and have a good day. Bye-bye.